Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Peter.
And we're the Wine Guys. Peter, what a beautiful day today.
About time, Tom. We've had some rain, which we needed.
This is early February. I'm not even sure I need this jacket on. It's nearly 60, probably 6 degrees plus.
But blue skies, it was crisp this morning. Walking through the vineyard and parking the car, it was so beautiful.
Well, we wish you all were here. Well, in this ongoing celebration of our 125th anniversary of the founding of Sattui Winery, we have, as we mentioned in the last Wine Guys, some great events coming up.
Yeah, every month we're going to have an event over here at Sattui, and so whenever you're coming to visit, there's always going to be something to do.
Well, what's the next event,
Well,
Peter?
the next event, February 20th, is going to be our lobster feed. This is the first time we've done this here at Sattui, and we're going to, it's an unbelievable event if you're in the San Francisco area to come and visit us, and it's all you can eat lobster and prawns and sausage and corn and artichokes. And it's just all beautifully done by John Sorensen and poured out on the table with some great wines. And it's just a bacchanal. It's a feast, huh?
Well, we went to one last summer and it was just fabulous. What they do, we all sit at long tables and they boil the lobsters and sausages and garlic heads all together. And then everyone gets away from the tables and they just pour it down the middle of the table and you just eat with your hands. You know, all the great wines go along with that.
It was fantastic.
So I know some of you are a long ways away, but if you find yourself in the Napa Valley on the 20th of February, we'd love to have you. Please come join us. It's just going to be a great party.
And some great wines, and just a great way to spend an evening.
Good.
So come join us.
Well, hey, Peter, you know, we just had the results have just come in from the San Francisco Chronicle Wine Competition, which is one of the two biggest competitions here in San Francisco. The other one is the San Francisco International Wine Competition.
I was going to say, Tom, you were being modest because we won both of them, the two biggest San Francisco wine competitions. We got the double gold for our merlot, and we beat out over 200 wines, 200 merlots for that competition, and of course,
well, in the and then we're going to talk about the Cab Franc here in a moment. We haven't had this here in years. It just is one of the big gold medal winners at the Chronicle competition just really last week. And then last year with your Merlot, the #1 Merlot of about 200 plus Merlots here in California.
Yeah, we do. I mean, Merlot has had a rough go for the past number of years and some bad press in the movies and such, but you know, it's a soft wine. And I always tell people, if you put a Merlot in a blind tasting at home, if you ever do this, and take some Cabernets and put them in bags and put a Merlot ringer in there, I guarantee you everybody's going to pick the Merlot, Tom, as their favorite wine because it's soft, it's supple, it's really nice to drink, and this is especially good one.
Well, tell me what you like in this Merlot. This is your pick today, Peter.
Well, I just like that there's a wonderful fruit nose to this, and you know, generally there's some floral and some softer tannins in this, and very accessible to drink.
Oh man, I love this wine, and as you say, yeah, I think Merlot's just been bashed. This is a delicious wine. I think Merlot's coming back, and because it's just so well balanced, it's great fruit, and this is, you know, I think one of the best we've made, period. And certainly, just by the result of this tasting, is certainly one of the best here in the valley.
There's some major wineries that have put in this competition, and we beat them all out. That says a lot.
And we sell this wine for $25 a bottle.
Well, but not today, though.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that.
But that's the regular price, so it's a great value just as it stands. Well, here, let's dump these out, and I hate to do that because it's a good wine, but let's try the Cab Franc.
Please. This is the first time we've made Cab Franc in a long time, hasn't it?
Well, for those of you that have been fans of Sattui Winery, our Cab Franc days go back to really the 80s, 89, early 90s. We were making a single vineyard Cab Franc, a Rosenbrand vineyard. Some of you might remember that. And in 2007, this is our 2007 Cab Franc, we see these grapes really by happenstance. A good friend of ours, Joe Ramazzotti, the grower for our Zinfandel, he's a vineyard manager of this little vineyard up in the Alexander Valley, and he said, you know, I have about 10 tons here of some great Cab Franc. Would you like to pick some up? And we did, and oh boy, what a wine we made from this.
This is going to be beautiful. This ages very nicely if you can put this away and keep yourself from drinking it.
Yeah, well, and it's from the 2007 vintage, a great vintage here in the Napa Valley. This is Cab Franc, one of the 5 main Bordeaux blenders, and typically added to Bordeaux or to a Meritage. Brings a lot of spice, a little pepper, sometimes violets, and I get violets out of this.
This is just drinking
some
nice.
some really nice raspberry, and it's just really just beautiful, soft.
And enough acidity too to balance the food. I mean, I think it's a great food wine.
Some really soft tannins in there, and Cab Franc is really widely planted in Europe, and we see a lot of it here in the valley as well. Certainly, there's a lot of wineries that make it a standalone in the Chronicle Wine Competition. I think we beat out almost 100 Cab Francs that were in that tasting. And
first time making it in a long time. It all goes down to the fruit. Gets back to the fruit.
So
what's the deal, Tom?
Well, here's the deal. In celebration again of our 125th anniversary of the founding of the Sattui Winery, we wanted to do even something better than we've done in the past. We're going to package these two wines in a 6-pack. So that's the way it's sold.
3 and 3.
So 3 bottles of the award-winning Merlot, 3 bottles of the Cab Franc, and we're going to be a maximum of 2 6-packs, and we're going to ship that wine to you to virtually almost any state for $149. That includes the freight.
With the freight. Now that's more than a $200
right
6-pack normally.
Sure. If you were to buy these 6 bottles online, go and have the wine shipped to you, you're going to pay well over $200.
And the freight.
Yeah, well, that includes the freight. So $200. So $149 shipped to your door
with the freight.
And that's it, with the freight. It's a great deal. And so, Peter, how do you get that deal?
Well, Tom, you got to put the secret word in, and the secret word is lobster. In honor of our party coming up, our lobster feed. So put lobster into your shopping cart, and you'll be able to pick up these 2 great wines, the 6-packs, and a maximum of 2 6-packs you're allowed to purchase at $149 virtually to every state.
Yeah, that's like a discount of about 27%.
That's a great deal.
And so I hope you guys enjoyed. This is 2 really good wines. And all right, Peter.
Santé.
All right, salute.